Guys, welcome back. This is going to be my tier list going into season 1, so it's the very last day of season 0. This is going to be really cool to watch today, but also look back at 2, 3, 4 seasons later and be like, damn, the characters and the metas have changed so much. So I know I'm late, but I wanted to do a very last day one just to really get an idea, because you've seen all the tier lists. They always change, seems like week in and week out. So the best way to do it is just play it out to the end of the season and then launch another one. But guys, this tier list is going to be based off of Plat 1 and below. And the reason why I'm doing that is because most of you guys don't play in our higher tier lobbies. So there's no reason. When I hit Diamond, it told me that 95% of players never reach Diamond. So this is going to be a tier list based off of Plat and below. So a lot of us that are higher ranked, of course, are going to look at this list and be like, what? But that's not many of us, so it is what it is. We're going to start off with the Vanguards and going in right into Captain America. I'm going to put him C tier because there are a few great Captain America players that I've loved playing with, but overall, when I see this pick, I know he's diving in and instantly dying and screaming at the healers for not healing him. Next up is Doctor Strange, and I mean, this is easy. Let's just be honest. He's got to be S tier. He's by far the #1 Vanguard in the game, hands down. Bronze lobbies, top tier lobbies, doesn't matter. Strange players are just universally better than any other Vanguard, and that speaks volume, mostly because he's such a good character. He's easy to learn, he's got good combos, and honestly, he's just, well, I mean, he fits the title. He's a tank. When it comes to Groot, this is pretty universal as well, just like Strange. I'm gonna go ahead and put him at A tier. He's not as good as Strange, but if you can use his walls correctly, and if you can actually put yourself in positions to get some massive amounts of damage down, you could be destructive. I think he would be S tier, but there are way too many people that still sit here and try to build Fortnite ramps with him and set up these cool TikTok traps, and they just waste valuable time and resources and honestly are not team players. So I'm gonna give him an A. Now, when it comes to Hulk, oh, this is a hard one because most Hulk players are absolute dog ass, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him A tier because he does have the potential to be universally destructive as well. Magneto, we're gonna put him at S tier. Great tank, great damage blocker, just a game changer in general. We're gonna leave it at that. Next up, we're gonna talk about Venom. I'm gonna put him at B tier, and that's gonna be universal as well, no matter what mode you play or what rank you are. He does a great job at distracting the enemies, but the main problem is most Venom players just face check the front lines thinking that they're Thor or Doctor Strange. I've played with some amazing Venom players, but as a whole, they're just not there. Aside from his weak ult where he just eats everyone's ass, B at best, and honestly, I really want to drag him down to C. Penny Parker, I'd like to do it to her, but honestly, I'm gonna put her at C tier. With the exception of bronze lobbies, absolutely useless. If an enemy has eyeballs and shoots her mines, what's she gonna do? Web you from 100 meters out and just stare you down to death? I mean, just absolute waste of time, waste of a hero. Every time I play with one, they're terrible. Every time I play against one, I have eyes, I shoot their shit, they have nothing they can do. Now, when it comes to Thor, crap ton of damage, a great dive, great escape, honestly, just a great character overall. Got to give him A tier easily. Black Panther, A tier easily. This dude is destructive. Now, he has some skill gap you need to get practice with, but he can literally just sit there, hide behind a wall. You walk past him to attack his team, and he can literally just take you out in one hit just by dashing around your entire team. Absolute chaos, great distraction against the enemy team, great escape, great dive, just a great character overall. Black Widow, I mean, that's all we're gonna say. Just ass, complete. Hela, obviously our first S++ banned character of the world. Even with the upcoming nerf, I still think she's gonna be S tier. Just hit scan, destructive, great getaway, stun. I mean, she's got everything you could possibly need in a character. I love her, hands down, S+++++. Now going to her boyfriend, Hawkeye, also S++. This dude is a destructive demon. Now, if you're bronze lobby, good luck. When you see Hawkeye, usually you know you're gonna lose. Most Hawkeye players are absolute trash, no doubt about it. So don't be confused by this, but when you start climbing the ranks, you'll start slowly noticing how fast this dude can be a problem. Iron Fist, this is gonna shock a lot of you guys, especially low rankers. I'm gonna put him at C tier. Now, as a support main, when I first started playing, this dude was an absolute problem for me. I hated him, I wanted him dead, I wanted him gone. I just needed him out of the game. But once you start learning to play any other character in the game, you know he's very easy to counter. As a support main with Mantis, I can easily counter this dude and 1v1 him and take him out, at least most of them. And to be honest, he runs off so much, he's pretty much useless to his team most of the time. So aside from the demons out there, overall, I just don't think he's a good character. Iron Man, now look, this is very weird for me to say. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Now, when the game first came out, probably up until about 2 weeks ago, I would have given him a straight F, worse than Black Widow. But the more people have learned to use him, the more destructive he's become. If you can dive in, spam your E, and dive out, you're an absolute unit. That's what you do. So you have to kind of play like a baby back bitch, but he gets the job done, and he can be destructive against supports just because he can fly behind the back line and just mess them up before they even see him. Now, his downfall and why he's so hard to use is you really need to learn how to get in and out, not die for the kill, because he's hella squishy. Even as a support character playing Mantis, I can definitely 1v1 again 90% of these guys. But when you do start learning this dude, A tier easy, maybe even, that may be a stretch, but damn near close. Now, Magic, I got to give B tier, and honestly, I had to take her away from A tier. Magic players, when they are great, but they're far and few between. I am a little biased because slowly climbing ranked, I played with a lot of these shitters and only a handful of good ones. So listen to what I'm about to say. If you're playing Magic and you're diving and running away from your supports and teleporting further and further away, do not cry about not getting healed. You're obviously dumb. You obviously have no map awareness. Once you develop it though, she can definitely be B tier easily. Namor, dude, this guy has quickly become one of my favorite players in the game. He's fun to use. He's destructive. He's hella annoying for the opposite team. All you got to do is use the squids, place them properly, and just put damage on the enemy team. That's all you got to do. And he is so much fun to use. Moving on to Sai, S tier, fuck her, dude. She's wild. She's nasty. Her ult's nasty. Her damage is nasty. Her invisibilities, everything's nasty. She's just straight up nasty. It doesn't matter. Run into a shit player that plays Sai, you're getting fucked up. Punisher. Now look, I've seen a lot of tier lists with Punisher. And a lot of tier lists from people that I really take advice from, and I love to watch, but I can't put him S tier or A tier. I just fucking can't. I'm sorry. Again, not talking about diamond and above, anything plat 1 and below, giving him a B is a blessing. I really want to, and you know what? Fuck that. We're putting him at C. Dude, I'd say 99% of Punisher players, absolute dog shit. Now, with the new buff coming soon, he's going to be a lot more accurate. So it's going to be a game changer, but most players will literally set up the turret either A, in a position that they physically have no line of sight on the enemy, or B, set it up in the middle of a highway so they can just take all the damage and not one support. In fact, not all your supports can heal you faster than the damage you're receiving. I don't like them, but we'll see with season 1 if they end up, making them a little bit more fun. And sidebar, I do realize that it says ban right here, and we're doing this based off of below diamond, so there's no bans in plat 1 and below. But overall, just as a stigma, still an S++. Now, Spider-Man overall, especially in lower rank, definitely can be a problem if you're good with him. He's got a lot of mechanics you need to master. It seems like you really have to wait for all your cooldowns to be ready to go. Dive in, waste all your cooldowns to get 1, 2, maybe 3 kills. But overall, most Spider-Man players only get their kills and get a start by just spamming their ult. That's all they do. They sit back there, they'll swing around, they'll piss off a few people, not get any kills, and then come in ult and get 4 kills. So I just don't think he's anything above B tier. Again, he is very hard to master, and when you do, you can play him at an S tier level, but overall in general, dude, B tier easy. Star-Lord. Now this dude here he's slowly become one of my favorites. Star-Lord's got insane damage, insane getaway, insane dive, insane ult. He's just insane. Storm, aka Bay, ass, complete ass. Squirrel Girl. Now again, disagreeing with a lot of other ranks out there. I give her C tier at best. Now when it comes to Squirrel Girl, I want to put her in F, but we're going to put her at C just because she's a little bit better than those two down there. I just don't find her that impactful. Even at high rank, she has trouble countering anybody with any type of mobility, and her ult is trash. Scarlet Witch. Now look, I made a YouTube short that was like top 5 characters learned for beginners, and everyone was yelling at me like, why is Scarlet Witch not on there? I guess everyone forgot about Scarlet Witch. Look, Scarlet Witch is dog shit. Bro, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this because I do read my comments, and there is a hill people will die on saying that she is broken, and that hill is too high. Listen to me. Her auto aim doesn't mean she's broken. It just means you can't aim. Overall, as a support main, I will dog walk this character all day long, and it won't even raise my heart rate. I don't care who you are, who you think you are, what you know. You don't stand a chance. If you main her in season 0, I'm sorry you didn't get past gold. Absolute, probably one of the worst characters. I think she can be destructive, but damn. She wants to be a Moira so bad from Overwatch with that auto locking bullshit, but she just sucks. Winter Soldier, B tier. Dude's insane. I kind of want to put him up, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, we'll leave him B tier. Now, going into the higher ranks, I just want to say this on the side note, going into higher ranks, diamond above, this dude's definitely, I'd say A, maybe even S tier. But anything, again, 95% of players, bro, B tier at best. Wolverine. Dude, this is gonna get me a lot of death threats, no doubt. F, your ass, okay? Until you get to higher lobbies, I would even say midway through plat, maybe even plat 3. Let's just say anything below plat. I mean, he is a very destructive character, but again, 99% of users have no idea what the hell they're doing with him. and they just dive in to piss off a team, and then they get 6v1. So it's just, I'm gonna put him at F tier. It hurts me to even say this because I know how good of a character he is. You know what, man? No, we're gonna bring him to C. I'm sorry. He's not dog shit, just most of y'all are dog shit with him. Moon Knight, I'm gonna put him at C tier. Again, this is just no, we're gonna put him, damn, do I put him above Wolverine? This is a rough one, man. It's hard doing a general video on this. Oh man, I'm gonna put Moon Knight at C tier. I wanna put him B tier because lower ranks, he is a lot more impactful because people just don't know how to shoot the fucking ground. But it always seems like for the most part, most people that play Moon Knight always somehow leave the enemy with a sliver of health. He's a great character, but overall, I think when this buff happens tomorrow, he's gonna be a lot more impactful. He might even be up in the S tier list at that point. We'll see. Adam Warlock, I'm gonna give him A tier just because fuck it. Decent healing, his health link and res are okay, but unless he's teamed up, there are way better picks. And it's like, I kind of want to put him B tier, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna leave him there. Cloak and Dagger is gonna be an easy A, no doubt about it. I mean, if Cloak's going A, bro, I'm sorry, we're rewinding. I'm putting your boy B. Yeah, if we're putting Cloak and Dagger at A, she's way better than Adam will ever be. Honestly, I think she's better than Luna in a lot of ways. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that too, but I mean, dude, if you play Cloak and Dagger correctly, she's got way more utility and versatility than Luna ever could dream of just because her damage is so much more impactful. So if your team's lacking DPS for whatever reason, and you can switch and go DPS and support, you can be super impactful. And I do think she's a bigger game changer than Luna, but we're just gonna leave her here right now because Luna's ult's fucking broken, and let's talk about Luna next. Banned. I mean, dude, like I said, I like her overall healing ability way more than Cloak and Dagger. Now, this is a weird one. Luna is a weird character. So she, in my opinion, if you take her ult out completely, A tier. Her ult is the only reason anyone is banning her in rank. Her versatility is not that of Cloak. It's not that of Mantis. I'd again put Cloak and Dagger ahead of her, but because of her broken ult for this last 12 hours, she's gonna be S++. Now let's talk about Mantis and her versatility and utility. She can buff teammates, she can heal teammates, she can buff herself, she can heal herself, she can stun enemies, which is super broken, so she can handle herself in 1v1s, and her ult, for the most part, is just as powerful as Luna's. Now, I'm saying for the most part, you can still die when you ult with Mantis, but overall, dude, she is just Queen Bey, and even with the nerf, dude, I'm predicting she's gonna go still be an S tier. Now, Rocket, I want to put him A tier because when you play higher ranks, like, dude, Rockets are destructive. People that know how to play Rockets are destructive. But I'm gonna put him B tier just because most of you guys don't know how to play him. Most of the time, Rockets just sit back spamming cooldowns, or even worse, just launching the right click. He's got so much more use. One, he is very destructive with damage, so definitely put damage down. In fact, that goes with any support character. If you're not damaging the enemy as much as you're healing, you're playing support wrong. And when it comes to Loki, I'm gonna say A tier because the fact that he can copy ults is so devastating, especially in lower tier lobbies. When someone uses a hella ult and 5 seconds later, you're getting railed all over the face by another one worse than Mia Khalifa at a family reunion, and he's annoying as hell with his clones. Now, Jeff. Now, I'm a little biased when it comes to Jeff. This is my first support character. This is the guy I learned to support on. This is the dude that carried me all the way from Bronze 3 to Bronze 2. I mean, he has just been destructive. I'm giving him C tier, absolute dog shit. If you say otherwise, you obviously haven't played other supports and you're still in Bronze. And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it is what it is, bro. I mean, when he gets his buff tomorrow and his splash does a lot more healing, it may change, but still, utility-wise, I just think he's solo healer. That's all he does. He's a healer. He's not a support character. He is a healer. That's all he does. But guys, this is my list going into season 1 again. Anything below diamond rank. But guys, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna give you guys another tier list probably by next Wednesday, just because I want to have time to play the characters and learn them all and see how the flow goes with the changes that we're getting with the nerfs and buffs. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Good luck out there, and just stay tuned for more tips and tricks, because dude, when I play pubs, a lot of you guys need it.